There is talk about the Israeli Broadcasting Corporation, Elias, saying that flights departing from Ben Gurion Airport were suspended after a bombing that targeted the area.
Yes, Abdul Salam, this is a procedure that is usually followed after a missile bombardment that targets the airport, given that this may pose a threat to the takeoff and landing movement at Ben Gurion International Airport. But so far, no reports have been made of these missiles falling within the scope or borders of the airport, but perhaps in nearby open areas. From the international airport, as a precaution in this case, flights arriving and departing from Israel will be suspended for some time until the security conditions are verified. Or whether there are other missile salvos that may follow this missile batch and may target the airport again. Therefore, the procedures followed are to suspend the landing process and the takeoff process, and the planes that are usually on their way to land at the airport are asked to make circular movements over the Mediterranean Sea until hurt again by landing. But let's point out the same.
Elias, yes. Elias, stay with us. We will continue. We will follow these shots if you allow me. Only Elias. We note these shots from Sderot, which occurred shortly before the siren sounded, and areas in the Gaza Strip settlements were being targeted. They show a state of tension and anticipation for press crews in those areas, in addition to the Israeli soldiers, the soldiers of the Israeli occupation. So these shots from Sideros were filmed a short while ago when missile batches were sent towards the Gaza Strip, and some of them reached Tel Aviv. The Oath book announced that they were targeting Ben Gurion Airport, which was disrupted according to navigation data, indicating that planes landed at Ben Gurion Airport in Tel Aviv. After those missile strikes coming from Gaza, I return to you, Elias.
Yes, indeed, Abdel Salam, and let us point out the fact that Israeli airspace has become military airspace because those who control the airspace now are the Israeli warplanes that carry out sorties and these heavy raids on the Gaza Strip, and they practically use most of the military airports, not only those in the south and in the center of Israel. But the military airports in northern Israel may also be used to direct these strikes towards the Gaza Strip. Therefore, all of Israel's airspace is military space, most of it is closed, and there are clearly defined corridors for civilian aircraft that want to land at Ben Gurion International Airport, meaning that now all, and I now stand on the seashore, is practically very close in the city of Tel Aviv. And for almost an hour, we have not seen any air traffic in these directions, in which planes usually come from the western regions, that is, from Europe and from the United States of America. They all come from the seaside and fly directly into Ben Gurion International Airport, but now all this path is closed and there are alternative paths for landing from the eastern sides of the airport.